Somebody once told me this song is kinda phony, and sometimes I wet the bed. I really hate bologna, but love some macaroni, or maybe some chicken instead. The years, they came, they really never came. I'm still sitting here cause I'm doing something lame. Can't believe what I really just saw. I think I just saw something I don't really know. So much to do, so much to see, but I'm still taking the back seat. I never know if I don't go, and that's why I don't go. Hey now, not a rock star, which I was one. Hey now, I'm a horse now, can I have some? Hey, I wish I was a shaggy dog. Only certain stars seem to glow.
Shut up.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Bryson Booker, here with the final, sad to say, guys, final video in BBTV's DreamWorks Wonderthon. And if you're just tuning into this final video, basically what I did was I reviewed the first 4 DreamWorks animated movies. So we started with The Prince of Egypt, then we went to The Road to El Dorado, the first traditionally animated and CGI movies. Then we went on to Ants, and finally Shrek. And guys, let me tell you, I plan to save obviously one of the best, well-known, recognized, imitated DreamWorks movies, animated movies ever. Basically, guys, Shrek set the standard for many CGI animated films, and specifically DreamWorks animated films, from April 2001 on. You know, this Shrek was basically, you know, the movie that said that told DreamWorks, you know, hey, you know, let's just keep doing CGI movies, and that's what they did. Because after Shrek, we got Shrek 2, Shrek 3, Shrek Ever After, you know, all the Shrek sequels. But then we got some other good DreamWorks CGI animated films in the mid-2000s, like Madagascar, Over the Hedge, How to Train Your Dragon, you know, all of that, you know, late 2000 millennial stuff that obviously I don't really care about. But we got it, and, you know, all of that really, I have to say, stemmed from Shrek. The format, the animating format that they used on Shrek, they really continued to use, you know, to this day, actually. So Shrek established that, as well as great acting. Shrek has great acting. You know, Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy. Who else is in this movie? There's a lot of other actors. I forget who plays Princess Fiona. I knew it, but then I forgot. Great acting in this movie. I love the acting, love the comedy, love the adventure. Great story. So what I'm going to do is give you a summary of it and just tell you my personal opinions on it. And obviously, if you haven't seen Shrek, first of all, what have you been doing with your life? Second of all, go on Kiss Cartoon, my favorite site, and search it up and watch it. Or, if you want to go old school like me, pop it in on VHS, go find it at the thrift store, or find it on DVD. You can find this movie. It's accessible, guys. It started a whole revolution. A revolution that would have probably been bigger than SpongeBob if SpongeBob wouldn't have started. You know, you can find it, you know. It's easy to find. Anyway, let me give you this summary. I kind of told you the date it was released, April 22nd, 2001. So yeah, it was a game changer, you know, at that time. Game changer. It really was. Still is. So here's the plot. It's a very, very simple plot to follow. Not challenging at all. I'm telling you guys, it's easy to follow. You will get it. So let's read it here on my trusty Google. You know, I gotta have Google everywhere I go. Well, at least on my laptop. You know, I don't have one of those fancy phones. Anyway, once upon a time in a faraway swamp, there lived an ogre named Shrek, played by Mike Myers. whose precious solitude is suddenly shattered by an invasion of annoying fairy tale characters like the Three Little Pigs, Snow White, all of them. You know, stuff that Disney claims to own, but they really don't. They really don't. They were all banished from their kingdom by the evil Lord Farquaad. That's played by John Lithgow. Ugh. Determined to save their home, and not to mention his, Shrek cuts a deal with Farquaad and sets out to rescue the Princess Fiona, Cameron Diaz, no wonder I forgot her name, to be Farquaad's bride. Rescuing the princess may be small compared to her deep, dark secret. And along the way, obviously, he meets Donkey, played by Eddie Murphy, who helps him on his quest. The deep, dark secret of the princess is obviously, at night, she turns into an ogre as well, and Shrek falls in love, and we know the love story, It happens in this movie. But obviously, that was a pretty good summary of the movie. I would like to add, though, that during, Shrek's quest, he battles dragons. He gets really annoyed with Donkey, and then they stop being friends for a second, and then they're friends again, because you gotta have friends, and stuff like that. Little stuff that they've kind of skipped over, but are important to the plot itself. Thoughts. I enjoyed this movie. Like I said, guys, this movie established so many things in animated movies. It's kind of ridiculous. It established so much. The writing is great. Obviously, any kid who just read that would probably most likely understand what this movie is about. Obviously, the movie goes more in depth than the summary. Duh. But, I mean, even if you haven't seen this movie, like I said, I don't really know you if you haven't seen this movie. Even if you haven't seen it, you could know what it's about. And they do a great job of executing it. They don't cut corners. One thing I really can say about DreamWorks movies that I love, DreamWorks doesn't cut corners. They establish the plot in literally 10 minutes or less. 15 minutes at the max. So you know what the film is about going into it and not finding out during the middle of it. I hate when movies do that. Especially animated movies that just cut too many corners, giving too many details that are not relevant to the story. Shrek doesn't do that. It's a great movie. What can I say? The acting is great. The animation is great. Obviously, for 2001, this was an eye-opener. Yeah, I know Disney was already doing it. Just shut up about Disney. This marathon is not about Disney. It's about DreamWorks. And, this was impressive for 2001. What you could do. I think Shrek was meant to be a fully CGI movie, because I think if they would have did it in, traditional animation and CGI, I don't think it would have popped the way it did. The colors pop out at you and the characters lifelike. If they did that in traditional animation, I don't really think it would have translated well. It would have looked a little weird. But CGI is perfect for it. Perfect for the characters. Perfect for the environment of fairy tale characters. It's perfect. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. The comedy has that famous DreamWorks adult edge that they normally put on every animated movie that they make. Nowadays, can I say that? Probably not, because of the modern humor that we have nowadays. But in 2001 and The Road to El Dorado, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Madagascar, they have there's an adult edge in the humor. And I like that, because once again, it makes you feel like, this isn't just a kid's movie. It's an everybody movie. And I like that about the film. It's great. Guys, if you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. I'm telling you. Go to Kiss Cartoon, type in Shrek. You can watch it for free. Or you can pick it up on VHS. Why wait? Go to the thrift store now. You'll probably see it sitting right in front of your face. I'm predicting it. It's right at the Goodwill. Just go there and look. It's right there. It's predicted. You better go watch it. It's a great movie from DreamWorks, released in 2001. Shrek! He's an ogre with this donkey. Check it out.